Hi guys, welcome back to another Move Me Yoga Food Life video. So tonight's dinner we're going to make vegan risotto, and first step is to make a vegetable broth. Now you can buy a veggie broth from your store, but they usually have quite a high sodium content and they can also contain a few preservatives and sometimes oil. So we like to keep it nice and clean in this kitchen, as you've probably found out already. So I'm going to make our very own homemade veggie broth. And it's really simple. I've chopped up these vegetables already: capsicum, some spring onion, red onion, carrot, and a couple of stalks of celery, and I've also got some fresh parsley here. Cilantro would be really nice as well, but we don't have any at the moment. So you're just going to chop these up in nice big pieces, nice and chunky. Pop them in your pot and cover them with water. You'll use as much water depending on what the meal is and how much liquid you need. So we're going to do probably 1.5 litres tonight. So I'll get this boiling and show you what it looks like. You'll simply put all your veggies in the pot, cover with water and bring it to a boil. You then want to turn the heat down and just let it simmer for quite a while so all those flavours are released into the water. So once your vegetables have boiled, you have two options to make your vegetable broth. The first option is to take the vegetables out and just use the water that's left, or you can blend them up and so that the vegetables are mixed in with the water, and this is definitely going to add more flavour. So we're going to go with this option tonight. And just realise you can also just blend up the broth in the blender, which is a lot faster. So this is the final product. You can see all the beautiful vegetables have mixed in there with the broth, so with the water, so it's going to be really, really tasty. And that's how you make your homemade vegetable broth, without salt, without oil, without any preservatives. A lot of wonderful flavour. So now it's time to actually make the risotto. So the ingredients we're going to use tonight: some more red onion and spring onion, a heap of chopped up mushrooms, some carrot that I've diced quite small, and I've also got some more fresh parsley and some peas, and we've chopped up a whole heap of sun-dried tomatoes, really small pieces, and then we've rehydrated them in some hot water, so that's going to give the risotto a lot of punch. Now, warning, the last time we made this, many years ago, it was an absolute disaster and we actually threw the meal away. It was so bad. So this is the only the second time that we've made risotto. Fingers crossed it works tonight. I don't know why it went so bad last time. As for your rice, this is risotto rice, also called arborio rice. So, kind of looks similar to sushi rice, doesn't it? Do you think?
Yeah, maybe a little bit bigger.
Yeah. And it's a completely different texture and taste to your regular rice. Once your onions have steam fried, you can add the other vegetables. Add more liquid and continue to steam fry the vegetables. So once your veggies have cooked up a little bit, we're going to add the rice. You actually want to leave it on the heat like this just for a little bit. And we can add the peas now, the sun-dried tomatoes, the herbs in, so stirring everything through, and then we're going to add the rest of the veggie stock and just let the rice absorb the water, and that's it. So we've added more of the broth now, and we're just going to let it simmer. I haven't added all of the broth. You can see there's still this much left, so I'm going to see. I don't want it to be too watery. We'll see if we need to add more later, we can. Done. Pretty good. So you can see that it's absorbed a lot of the water, or the stock. And what we did in the end, unfortunately this pot's not too good, so even on a low heat it starts to stick at the bottom, but the rice wasn't completely cooked yet. So we add a little bit more stock and then brought it to a boil, turned off the flame, put the lid on and just let it absorb with the flame off, and that worked really well. Absorption method I've always found quite difficult. It's sort of hit and miss. So that's probably the hardest part, and you just have to keep stirring, keep tasting to see if the rice is cooked. In terms of how much broth I used, taste test. Hot. much better than the last time. You're going to love it actually. I think if you're not going to use salt, then making your own vegetable broth is really going to help out. And also you can add spices and different flavouring if you want as well. We didn't because we think there's enough with the sun-dried tomatoes and everything else, so that's really good. Final dish, and you can see how presentable this is. This is a great dish to serve to people coming over for a meal, for dinner. So there you have it, vegan risotto. Not too bad for my second effort. Hope you've enjoyed this video. Give it the thumbs up if you have, and give it a try. Let us know how it works for you. If you have a different method of cooking risotto or a different recipe, let us know. I'll be curious to hear from you. Thanks so much for watching as always. See you next time.